Hi and welcome to Yoga with Tim. Open up your mat and let's get started seated. Sit with your legs crossed at the middle of your shins. And we're going to start by connecting to the breath. Close your eyes, draw your focus inward. Feel your sit bones rooting down onto the ground. Let your shoulders and your neck relax. Draw your breath all the way down to the pit of your abdomen. Feel your side and back ribs open up and expand. And as you exhale, feel the side ribs draw back in and down. Breathe in and notice the expansion of the rib cage. Breathe out and notice the side ribs drawing back in and down. One more conscious breath like this, in through the nose. Feel the rising, expanding sensation. Out through the nose, all the way out. Feel the cooling, grounding, calming sensation. Then open your eyes and twist to your right. Use your inhalation to feel that you're growing tall through your spine. Twist to your left. Come back to center. Bring your fingertips out to the side as you sit down through your right hip. Reach your right arm up. And as you exhale, side bend over to the left. Instead of how far over you could go, think about how much space you can get with your breath all through this right side. Come back up, change sides, raise your left arm, sit down through your left hip as you side bend. Come back up, then come onto your hands and your knees. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees into your hips. Round your back and look back at your navel as you exhale. Inhale into extension. Exhale to round. Inhale into the back bend. Exhale to round. Come into neutral. As you ground down through your hands, draw your middle in, draw your rib cage in, and then one leg at a time, step back into plank position. Push the floor down, reach through the armpits down towards your hands. Reach from your tailbone towards your heels and squeeze in with your legs like you're holding something in between. On your inhalation, expand starting from all the way down near the root of the spine. And as you exhale, watch all the air go out. Feel the side ribs move back in. Now challenge your plank. See if you can raise your right leg up 1 inch while maintaining your alignment. Change legs. See if you can hover the left leg up an inch. Set your foot down. Now set your knees down and stretch back to child's pose. So child's pose can be used as a resting pose instead of down dog. If at any point in the practice you feel like you need a break, just go back to this child's pose. Now come back up onto your hands and your knees and stretch back into downward facing dog. So in down dog, hands shoulder distance apart, feet hip distance apart, root down, big toe, second toe mound, draw energy up the inseam of the leg. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Bend your knees a bit as you let your head drop. Now take your feet outer hips distance apart, hook your big toes, and as you inhale, slowly lower your hips as low as they'll go, keeping the heels grounded. And then as you exhale, press through your feet and straighten your legs. Inhale to slowly lower. Exhale, press through your heels and straighten your legs. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, press and straighten. Then turn the toes in so they point straight ahead and roll yourself up. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you. Now as you inhale, open your arms out to the side. Without letting your ribs press forward, reach the arms into a Y position. As you exhale, take the arms forward again. Inhale, reach the arms into a Y position. Exhale, arms forward. Now let's add the hips. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, sit into chair as you stretch the arms. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now bend the elbows, draw the elbows towards each other. Inhale, open your elbows up, stretching your chest and turning on your back muscles. Exhale, draw elbows in. Inhale, sit into your chair, elbows wide. Exhale, stand. Inhale, sit into chair. Exhale, stand. Inhale, sit into chair. Exhale, stand. One more warm up for your shoulders and your hips. Take the arms forward and then press the hands back behind you, opening up the chest and the front of the shoulder, keeping your ribs in. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, press back. Inhale into the chair, arms forward. Exhale, stand, press back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale, stand, squeeze your glutes at the top. Then raise both arms up overhead and fold forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Plant your hands and step back into plank position. Hold in your plank. Shoulders over the heel of the hand. Squeeze in your middle and lift your right leg up an inch. Change, lift the left leg up an inch. Set your foot down and stretch back into downward dog. Step your right foot up to your right thumb. Drop your back knee down to the ground. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, bring your left hand down and twist. Take your right arm up. Bring your right hand down, curl your back toes, lift your back knee. Then step your back foot an inch or two closer and stretch your right leg towards straight. Plant your hands and step back into plank pose. Stretch back into down dog. Left leg, step your foot up. Lower your back knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your right hand down and twist. Take your left arm up. Bring your left hand down. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee. Then step your back leg an inch or two closer and stretch your left leg towards straight. Bend your knee and step back into plank pose. Now set your knees down, draw your middle in, tuck your buttocks. Bend your elbows and see if you can hover your chest right at elbow height. Engage your core and press back up. Now see if you can do the same thing with the legs straight, practicing just as much control. If not, it's better to practice it with the knees down. Stretch back into down dog. Inhale into plank. Knees down or legs straight. Lower slowly to Chaturanga. Press back up. Downward facing dog. Step your feet forward. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back and lower into Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, roll your chest through. Downward dog, stretch back. Bend your knees and look forward. Step or hop to the front. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose. Stand, Samastiti. Inhale into chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Step or float back into Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot up to your right thumb. Hug your right hip in. Keep your back heel up today and come into crescent. Hands down. Step back. Take a vinyasa or just go right back into down dog. Step your left foot up. Keep your back heel up. Press through your left heel. Hands down. Step back. Vinyasa or just go right back into down dog. From down dog, step your right foot for warrior one. Inhale to come up. Warrior two, open up to your side. So now look down at your hips and let your hips angle to the right slightly so your knee can point in line with your second and your third toe. Stretch through your back leg, through your back arm. Place your right hand down inside of your foot, block or floor. Take your left arm over. Press into your feet, come back into warrior two. Flip your right palm up, reverse. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg, turn your toes in, and change sides. Bend your left knee. How's it looking? Still tracking? Okay, good. Reach and put your hand down. Press into your feet, come back up into warrior two. Reverse. Back to warrior two. Now change sides. Bend your right knee, spin your back heel up, take your left arm up. Hook your left armpit to the outside of your right knee. Now you might just stay here, hands to prayer, or to go deeper into the twist, put your fingertips onto the ground. And maybe take your top arm over if you're steady. Press down through your feet and come up and around for the other side. Press into your feet and come back up. Parallel your feet. Angle your left leg in a little. Turn your right leg out for triangle pose. Exhale to reach and place your hand down, outside of your foot, block, floor, shin or ankle. Press down into your feet and come back up. Change sides. Press into your feet and come back up. Turn your legs to the right, pick up your back foot and angle it in a little more than halfway as you raise your left arm. Reach and put your hand down. Take your right arm up. Press down through your feet. Inhale, come up and around for the other side. Place your right hand down, twist and take your left arm up. Press to your feet. Inhale, come up. Parallel your feet and clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back as you open up your chest and fold forward in between your legs. Set your fingertips down as you inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, walk your hands over towards your right foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Press through your feet, engage your core, bring your hands to your hips, and come up to stand. Turn your right leg out and step up to the top of your mat. Press down through your left heel as you hug your right knee up to your chest. Hold there, or see if you can take your big toe and stretch your leg straight out. Open your leg to the side. If your balance is good, look over your left shoulder. Bring your leg back to center. Release. Stand in mountain. Press down through your right heel. Hug your left knee up. Hold there, or take your big toe. Open your leg to the side. Challenge the balance by looking over your right shoulder if possible. Come back to center. Release your leg. Now cross your right ankle just above your left knee. Bring your hands to prayer. Start to sit back like you're sitting into a chair. Hold there, or if you're flexible enough, bring your elbows to your shin and draw your navel up to your heart as you sit the hips back. Press down through your left heel. Come up to stand. Change sides. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Start to sit back. Press to your right foot, come up to stand. Inhale into chair pose. Look up and join your palms. Take your arms forward and lift your heels up off the mat. Then lower your buttocks to your heels. Take your knees wide enough for your arms to fit in between. See if you can hook your knees up into your armpits and lean into Bakasana. Set your feet down, outer hips distance apart. Bring your hands to prayer. Now sit your buttock to the floor and come into boat pose. Ardha. Come back up. Cross your legs and hop back into Chaturanga. Vashisthasana. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot and take your right arm up. Change sides. Come back to plank. Then set your knees down, set your elbows down and clasp your hands. Curl your toes and lift your knees and hips back up. If you're comfortable with headstand, lower your head down and go into headstand. Otherwise, press down into your forearms and keep your middle in. Press down through your right big toe mound and raise your left leg up. Change legs, raise your right leg up. Lower that leg and walk into plank on your forearms. Lower your hips down, come into Sphinx pose. Lower your chest down, stretch back into down dog, and step your right foot up to your right thumb. Lower your back knee down, squeeze your left heel towards your buttock, and then see if you can reach back and take a hold of your foot. You don't need to jam yourself. If it's a deep stretch, just to have your hands down and hang out in the lunge, just be there and breathe. Release that. Bring your hips back over top of your left knee and slide the right leg out straight. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Step your left foot up, lower your knee, squeeze your heel towards your buttock and see if you can reach back. Take a hold of your foot without jamming or yanking. Release. Slide the hips back over the knee and then slide the left leg out until it's straight. Hold there in the half splits, or you can go for full splits if you're a full splits type of person. We need to get Amber back for that video, full splits. Otherwise with me, I'm gonna be stuck in the half splits. Release that, make your way to seated, and then lie down onto your back for bridge pose. Lift your hips up. Now see if you can walk your feet in close enough to where you can grab a hold of your heels. Roll into the tops of the shoulders, drive down through your heels. Lower your hips back down and take a breath. Lift back up. Stay in bridge or place your hands underneath your shoulders and lift up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Lower your hips back down. Now open your arms out to the side. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Cross your right knee over your left. Then scoot your hips over to the right a bit and let your knees fall over to the left. Bring your knees and hips back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Take the hips over to the left a little bit, knees over to the right. Come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Then cross your right knee over your left knee as best you can and grab a hold of the ankles or the feet. If this one is inaccessible, you can just go ankle to knee instead. If you need to increase the stretch, you can take the feet out to the side. The closer they are to the buttocks, less stretch you'll feel. Change the cross. Uncross your legs and stretch out for Shavasana. So in Shavasana, give your body permission now to completely relax. So all those poses that we did in the deep breathing, now we're going to allow that to integrate by relaxing, letting go of the breath control. Then gently bend your knees and roll to your side. Press yourself up to seated. Bring your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. Hey, thanks for joining me for this flow. If you enjoyed today's class, let me know. Hit the like button. And if you like doing yoga out on the beach, well, you weren't doing yoga on the beach. If you like watching yoga on the beach, let me know and I'll make some more of this type of content. If you don't really care, let me know too, and then I won't get all sandy anymore. But please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Just hit that little red button and then turn on your notification bell. You'll get future uploads from me, and it really helps out the channel a bunch. So if you want to do that, I'm not gonna like send you spam or like funny cat videos or anything, so you don't have to worry about that. It's just gonna let you know when the videos come out. All right, hope you have a great day and you feel good after your practice. I'll see you next time on your mat.